keeping from you in these churches, because these churches were set up by European factions. That's what they're keeping from you, that you're the chosen people. Now, hold on. Let me bring the conference in. One moment. Bear with me, people.
Welcome to the conference center. A service offered. Thank you. Please hold while we validate your conference ID. Conference ID accepted. If you are the moderator, press the star key now. Please enter your PIN followed by the pound sign. Press 1 to enter the conference. Thank you. Your conference will now begin. For a menu of available commands, press star at any time during the conference. There are 3 participants in the conference.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. Hold on. The conference is on for those that want to get into the conference. Now, once the slave trades, once they got to the height of the slave trades, shalom, brother. Shalom, sister. How you doing? My man gonna have to probably crash on the floor. We got some pillows for him over there. Okay. Now, let's see if we can help them out with some chairs. All right. We have that over here, the radiator over here too. You need some pillows or something. So, all right. Now, the other thing was, once the slave trades were already at its height, some of our African tribes in the Ivory Coast sought opportunity too. So it's not like we're without blame
Your
here.
entry is not
Okay?
valid.
They started funding tribal wars. The Europeans was funding tribal wars in Africa, the British, so that one tribe would get greater power over another tribe. So they gave one tribe guns. So obviously whoever have the guns control everything. So in order for the tribe that was rivaling the tribe that had guns to get any, for the sake of survival, they would sell slaves in exchange for guns to fight the tribal wars. Okay? So it's like the Europeans were funding both sides of the war. They gave one side the guns, knowing that eventually the other side would need them. And say, listen, yeah, we'll give you some guns. Let us get some of the people you don't want anyway. Let's get the low of your people. If you get people that are thieves or no good to society or what have you, we'll give you guns for them. That was a win-win situation for the tribal leaders. They would get guns and they would get rid of the degenerates, quote unquote, among their tribes. Okay? But again, these people are Jews. They're Jews. Okay. Okay, it's 9 o'clock now. All right. Let's go into it. Jeremiah 17:5. Read that.
Jeremiah 17:5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
Start at the 4th verse.
Verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
The Most High said Israel would discontinue from his heritage. That means Israel would lose their identity that the Most High gave us. So you want to know why we're suffering the most in the earth? We're going to show you. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
I will cause you to serve your enemies in the land which you know not. I'm going to send you to a new land, people. Bless you, bless you. Glad you was able to come. Read that part again.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
I will cause you to serve your enemies in a land which you know not. That's America, folks. We didn't know anything about this new world. Read.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So we made the Most High angry. He gave us everything, and what did we do? We started following the gods of the other nations. Go to Deuteronomy 32. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you, man. Deuteronomy 32 and start at the 21st verse.
Deuteronomy 32 and 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not the Most High.
We move. Hold on, the brother's getting the scripture there.
See.
Deuteronomy 32 and 21. Read it.
Deuteronomy 32 and 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God.
We have moved them to jealousy. We moved the Most High to jealousy with them which are not gods. We started putting up other gods for the God of Israel. Like today, we put up Yahweh. That's a perfect example. Okay? That was a golden calf. We put up Jehovah. We put up all these different gods of the other nations. Read.
They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
We have provoked the Most High to anger with our vanities. How can you put up nothing to be the Most High? The same God that split the Red Sea for you. Read.
And I will move them to jealousy with that which is not a people.
So the Most High said, since you're going to put up a no God for me, I'm going to put up a no people for you. I'm going to put up the people that were against you. Now you'll know how I feel. So now you want to know why the other nations rule over you, and there's nothing you can do to get over that curse? You can go high up the chain, as high as you want, and there's no Israelite at the top of it. Okay? You can even go as high as Barack Obama. But who financed Barack Obama? How is it that a black man in this day and age can raise more money than any European that ever ran in any election on earth? You would have to look at the people that own the money. Okay? Barack Obama's face is not on the money. Okay? And 75% of the wealth is owned by the Jewish people. The Jewish people. They're not Jews by blood. They're Edomites or Idumeans. They're not Jews at all. Read on.
I will provoke them to anger with their foolish nation.
Go ahead.
For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase.
The Most High got totally upset. He got totally upset at us. Why should we follow the gods of the other nations when our God is above all gods? Why should we want to be a Hindu? Why should we want to be a Muslim or any other god? Even back then, they just called it something different now, but it's the same gods they were following.
Your entry is not valid.
Right? Now, go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Deuteronomy 28. There?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, in Deuteronomy, the Most High is speaking to his people, the children of Israel. When you read the first 5 books of Moses,
Your entry is not
these are the
valid.
laws that were given to God's people when they came out of Egypt. Okay? So he gave them do's and don'ts. Okay? He didn't give these to the Asians or the other nations. That's why they can benefit in this society. Because Israel fell, the whole earth got rich. I'm going to show you that. So you see all the riches they're trading with on the stock market? It was all yours. So because you wanted to follow the other nations, the Most High gave it to them for a time with stipulation. Read Deuteronomy 28 and read the first verse.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
See that? The Most High said, if you listen to me, I'll put you over all races. That's what nations are, of the earth. Read.
And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
I will bless you if you listen to me. So that's why I don't understand when I deal with a Christian today, they say the laws are done away with. Breaking the laws got us in this condition. That's why we're in hell right now. Not literal hell, but this is physical hell. That's why we are oppressed, because we broke the law. So no wonder they would set up a religion today to tell you it's okay to break the law, so that they can stay your rulers. Common sense. Okay? Read the 15th verse.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't listen, all the curses that's contained in this book, in this chapter, will come over you and overtake you. You're going to be taken, Israel, if you don't listen to me. Now let's see if the Jewish people fit these curses. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Look at what's going on in the city right now. These cities were made to house Israelites, to watch Israelites. And look at us in the field. Was picking peas, picking cotton. Okay, how can a Jewish person stake claim to this prophecy? When did this ever happen to Jewish people? Read.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Your basket in your store. You know what that's talking about? Your bank account. Okay, I don't know about you, but you ever take your ATM card and put that card in and the wrong paper come out? How many times you sit there and look at that card knowing you're about to overdraft? Oh man, yeah, you know, I think I could pay an extra. You're going to pay an extra 30. No, you know it. Well, I just take out 80. Then it won't look that bad. Your basket in your store. That means you will not be able to save anything. Now, of course, that have to be us, because how many banks do we own? Thank you. And the Jewish people own the banks. So how can they be the Jews when they own the banks? Cursed shall be your basket and store. Read.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of your body are your children. Now, when the rich people when they about to have a baby, I'm talking about the rich of the world. Oh my God! They'll go get artificially inseminated. What happens when one of us get pregnant?
Oh man!
Talking about, but like, you sitting there with your hand in your face. Here it is, you about to bring a child of the Most High in the earth. And you sitting there with your hand in your face. If you're, bloodshot, red eyes, cracking, and be like, sis, what's wrong? I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant, and sis, it's not the Lord got you. But we know that when we bring them in this earth, they're gonna go through hell. It's hell bringing children. Who fits that curse? Read on.
And the fruit of thy land.
The fruit of thy land. Read.
The increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep.
Go ahead.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
When you come in the earth, you cursed, and when you go out of the earth, you're cursed. I don't know how many old people I know that don't get no